Hello, everyone, and welcome to this new episode of People of Clubhouse. My guest today is going to bring you a lot of joy with her beautiful angel voice. Talia Dalton, thank you so much for joining me today.
Thanks for having me. I'm really happy to be here.
I met Talia in one of the rooms of Clubhouse where people share very soft and sleepy music late in the evening for them to relax and go to sleep. And she had an incredible voice. I was mesmerized. I listened to her on her guitar with you have unusual covers for famous songs. You turn them into lullabies. How do you do that? Where did you learn music? When did you start singing?
Oh, wow. So for the lullaby covers, honestly, it's just feeling the energy in the room and feeling, what is right to play and everything. And you just get in this really sleepy mood. And it's so easy to just kind of like, you're just singing to a baby or you're singing to someone who's really sleepy, and you're
Except these
nice
people are old
and...
people who are tired after a long day of work and talking on Clubhouse. So
Exactly.
yes. So when did you start learning music, Talia?
Oh, well, I've always sung. My mom said that I sang before I talked, actually.
Yeah, Mama says I was a dancer before I could walk, right?
Exactly. Yeah, I mean, she said I would just always be like humming a little tune or something. And then I started playing piano. I played piano on and off for many years, so I never got really good at it. But I started playing when I was like 6. And then I picked up the ukulele when I was, I'd say 8, when we lived in Hawaii. And that's when I wrote my first song, was when I was 9 years old. And then I moved to the guitar when I was about 12. And over the past 8-10 years, I've written a bunch of songs and recorded my own music and started producing my own stuff.
Amazing. So do you study, do you go to an academy or something, or you study on your own?
I don't know. I've never taken any formal lessons. I took some guitar lessons, but they weren't interesting to me. They were a little too
restricting, right? Yeah,
restricting. So
yeah, very much so. Because I play music as well, and also by ear. So I feel weird when people instruct me to play in a certain way. I feel odd.
Yeah. I've never really had that, so I can imagine it would probably be strange.
So what are you studying to? What is going to be your career? You want to be a singer, or are you studying to do something else?
So I'm not in college or anything, so I'm not studying anything right now.
Okay.
I don't actually plan on going to college, but right now I'm just working on building my audience and recording my music and trying to get as much out as I can, and honestly just trying to figure out how to make a living with my music so that I can sustain myself.
Did you ever consider to go on something like America's Got Talent or The Voice or something like that? Because definitely you will get a spot there. Your voice is beautiful. We're going to hear you today. I'm going to ask you to sing for us. But did you ever consider going on something like that?
I did. I actually, they a few of them reached out to me at the beginning of this year, or not the beginning of this year.
I'm not surprised.
2021, the end of last year, so something like that. But I just decided against it. Just wanted to kind of do it on my own and not have to sign any contracts and all that.
How does it work? Do they sign you up with a contract with the organization? So if you win, they are the ones who are running your business?
It gets pretty complicated. I don't think I'm supposed to talk about the contract.
Okay.
I have to walk very lightly, but
I'm just curious because it sounds like it's such a profitable thing to do as long as they are running it so many seasons and so on with so many people around the world and so on. So obviously,
I think there's definitely benefits and there's definitely some drawbacks, and I personally don't want to be signed by a label or anything. I kind of want to do it on my own and just have the rights to all my music and kind of uncomplicate things, which might be harder. It definitely will be harder, but I'm willing to do it,
Okay, I'm definite. It's going to be a lot harder than joining an organization. Obviously, on your own, it's going to be you against the world, more or less. But I believe in your voice. I think you have a beautiful voice that deserves to be heard, and anybody who is good with music will definitely appreciate it. So I'm wishing you all the luck that you get a contract with a studio or a label or something, and get started with your first single. So before we continue with this conversation, I'd love to hear you sing, because now people are curious. I mean, now people listening to us are like, okay, we haven't heard anything. You're just talking. So where is the voice? So whatever you want to do, just do whatever you want. I love the style you did in the Lullaby Club, putting people to sleep. I don't know if you want to do that here now, but I loved your cover of Frozen, for example, Let It Go. I couldn't believe it, because I'm the one who would be singing. I'm a previous Disney voice. I used to be a Disney voice long ago. And so I'm more of a Disney princess style. I would belt it high and this kind of thing. And then you made a lullaby out of it. And my jaw dropped. I was like, what is she doing? And I tried to learn it as you were singing it. So,
my gosh,
you're doing great. So if you remember it, fine. If anything else, just go ahead. I'm going to be silent now and listening to you.
I'd love to actually play one of my originals.
Okay. Yeah, that would be great as well.
Yeah, it's called Closer to You. It's so funny that's the one you remembered. It was such a spur of the moment. It was for the
But it was really nice. It was really nice. And I heard your original song actually last night. I think you did it in the room. So it was really nice. I really liked it as well.
Wonderful.
Yeah, so go ahead. Amazing. Go on.
Thank you. So the song is called Closer to You. And this will be the single that I'm releasing in the next few months. I'm just working on getting it mixed and mastered right now.
Perfect. Okay. So we get to hear it first. Amazing. Okay.
Yes, yeah. This is called Closer to You. Into my eyes, open up your mind wide. What a sweet surprise, step into the light, one more. 'Cause there's something that I am loving. So take, don't ever. In a moment, I'll be closer to you. You got me tongue-tied. Sounds of the ocean, waves of emotion. Look into my eyes, open up your mind, wonder. What a sweet surprise, step into the light, wonder. 'Cause there's something that I'm loving. So take and don't ever lose. In a moment, I'll be closer to you. There's something that I
That was amazing. Thank you so much, Talia. Very beautiful. Very beautiful. And before you go, you definitely have to do a little bit of the Macarena version you've done as well. Your cover is very weird, very interesting. Do a couple of measures from it. I'd love to hear.
Oh yeah, I could definitely. I'll have to remember how to play it.
Do you do these things spur of the moment? You just play them as you go in the lullaby room?
Honestly, yeah, most of them. Sometimes when I first started, I used to prepare before and pick out covers, and I still do that sometimes if I have a cover that I really want to do. But most of it's just spur of the moment. We kind of go with the flow, and we have all these different rounds, where we play games and just do request covers, and so I've gotten so used to that. So
because of the time difference, whenever I tune in to the Lullaby Club, I find that it's the time when half of the room has already gone to sleep, and you're playing the funny covers of all the famous songs and so on. It's really beautiful. So if you can do one of those, I'd love people to hear something they know in a weird way, in a different way than they are used to. Any one of them.
Definitely.
Yeah. Try one.
Let me see. I'll just look at my lyrics here. What would be a funny one to do?
Macarena was really nice. Let It Go was really nice. I heard a few from you.
Okay, let's see. I can try doing the Macarena again.
Yeah, do that. It's because it's really strange, the way you do it. It's very interesting. Go ahead.
All right. I don't speak Spanish, so
doesn't matter.
Nobody does. My pronunciation is not the best.
Don't worry.
But this request was actually, there was a woman. I don't want to overshare her story and stuff, but she had requested this song to help her get through something, and so we all tried to cover it a couple times in Lullaby Club for her.
Interesting.
Yeah.
And don't worry about the lyrics, because I'm assuming very few people who are listening to us would be proficient in Spanish. Most of the listeners are English speakers, so don't worry about it.
Okay. Okay. Let's see. I gotta remember what chords. Okay. These are my lullaby chords.
Okay.
We
yeah.
kind of have our own lullaby chords that we use kind of for everything.
Okay.
So yeah. Dale a tu cuerpo alegría, Macarena, que tu cuerpo dale alegría, cosa buena. Deja el cuerpo alegría, Macarena. Hey, Macarena. Dale a tu cuerpo alegría, Macarena, que tu cuerpo es para darle alegría, cosa buena. Dale a tu cuerpo alegría, Macarena, hey, Macarena, oh, hey.
That's very nice. Thank you so much, Talia. Amazing. And people, if they want to listen more, they can go on your Instagram. I'm going to be sharing the link in the description of this video. At the end of every interview, I ask my guests, people who are listening to us now may want to contact you. So what do you want people to contact you about? What do you want them to offer you, collaborate with you on, help you with?
Oh, wow. So if people want to contact me, they can use my email. It's just taliazdalton@gmail.com. But let's see, what would I want them to contact me about?
Buy your record when it's out, for sure. You're single.
Yeah, there's that.
Are you looking for recording studios? Are you looking for help of any kind with professionals, whatever?
Yeah, that's a good question. I'm kind of just letting things happen. If someone was, wanting to help, just get me kickstarted, I'm definitely open to talking to them and,
Okay,
just
great. So we
support.
will share the contacts in the description of the video, and I'm sure a lot of people might get ideas of how they want to cooperate with you to get your
Yeah,
music
definitely.
out.
Sorry, can't think of anything quite at the
Amazing,
moment.
but you have a beautiful voice, Talia, and you have a nice, sweet personality, and I wish you all the luck in the world to go where you want to go. Thank you so much for joining me today.
Oh, thank you so much for having me. I really enjoyed this.
You're very welcome. And when you were a superstar, please believe and remember that you were here first on People of Clubhouse.
Definitely.
Come back when you're a superstar and meet us again. Thank you so much for being here. And I look forward to talking to you again soon.
Look forward to talking to you too.
Everybody, thank you so much for tuning in. I hope you enjoyed this special episode of People of Clubhouse. I'm Sahar and I'm done speaking.